There we go. Hello, good day, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it may be. All right. Let's see. So, today is a Power Wash day, and it's advertising part of why we're coming back to Power Wash. Power Wash 2. Power Wash 2. I don't know how I feel about it calling it the filthy fun. I don't like that. But anyway, Power Wash 2 is coming at some point later in the year. And I would like to be done with the main game. Well, I mean, like, I would like to be done with the bonus stuff before it's out. Oh, you know what? I think I went to... Is it part of career? Bonus jobs, yeah. Alright, so we are working on Muckingham Files. We got one more. We got Clean the Spanish Via. JR, hello. Happy Friday to you too. It's very exhausting Friday for me. It was so busy at work today, which last week was so busy because like one thing after another, terrible things happened. Today was busy because it was just actually busy, like just so very busy. That's okay. I'm gonna get into this because I wanna get going. You know, PowerWash is a good chat game, so we can start it. Is this the? Oh, you know what? I should turn the music down a tiny bit. There we go. Is this the Dirt Finder General? I got your number from Mayor Jefferson down the road. He said that you're really powerful, which is just what I need right now. Something amazing is happening to me, and my feeling has always been, follow the energy, and life is a charging station. By the way, does your name mean that you only do general dirt like dust? Only most of my dirt is much more specific than that. Thanks, Felicia. Concerning? What do you mean more specific than that? Like, I don't really like the phrasing here. Yes, you don't have to warn me about this every time. I'm not in the middle of a job because we finished the other job. Glad you survived. I'm glad too. Hello. Alright. Alright.
Cool. Are these cat prints?
I don't think so. They're odd prints, that's for sure. They look kind of like maybe animal prints, but they also don't. Concern.
Going all over the place.
They are going all over the place. They...
Well, should we start here at the front door?
Yeah, hold on, I'm just following these. I don't know if these have a rhyme or reason. They go into a window. So you know what? I don't think we can trace the... Oh, wait a second. Wait, what's this over here?
Oh.
Oh, and then it goes down. Okay. And it goes to over there, where it then goes down again. And then it goes to here? Oh. I see.
Do they just loop around?
I think they do.
Alright.
Alright, interesting. Alright, so you said you want to start with the door?
Not. We can sort of work our way up.
Do we want to do it last time and like you go right and I'll go left, or what do you want to do?
Sure.
I just love animals. If I were a bird, I'd be a damn fine wormer puller. But my nest would be awful, and some people can't process that. Started playing again, was stuck at 99% on one wall in the skate park, took forever to find the one spot I missed. Was it one of the like spots kind of by the fence, like the outside fence? Like not the fence like near the beginning, but like there were a few spots in the skate park where there's like really hard to get to spots that are like near the boundaries of the game, like of the level. I mean, I remember that being, I think, a spot. We replayed skate park multiple times, and almost every time there was a spot like that was very difficult to see and very difficult to actually spray. Okay, I'm gonna try something. Okay. There we go. The progress bar showed full. That's terrible. Skate Park, the reason Tori and I have like replayed it so much is because Skate Park is one of the few levels that you can just do this the entire time. You can just like turn on auto spray and then just walk in perfectly straight lines like up and down the whole level, and you get these very satisfying like gifts at the end. I was trying to use my controller, but the sensitivity feels weird. Using my controller may have done something silly, because now my mouse is leaving the game. There we go. That's fixed. I think that a really cool update to PowerWash would be to add music, but to do it in a way that's like how the Tony Hawk games do it, where there's just a whole bunch of different music, and then you could like customize the playlist. Like, I could see them adding a bunch of peaceful music, and I could see them also adding like just a bunch of various forms of pop music, like I don't know, like rock, hip hop, like what, all kinds of things. There could just be a bunch of variety of music.
PowerWash radio.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be, by default, there would be like a mixed radio, but then, yeah, and you could just customize it. I think that'd be very fun. But also, that's just something I liked about the Tony Hawk games. I've been thinking about getting, there's the remake of Tony Hawk 1 and 2. I've been thinking about getting them to stream those. I've played a bit of the remake of 1 on Switch, because one of our friends that comes over, has it, and she's very bad at it. So she was having me play it. She enjoys it, but is very, very bad at playing it.
She was having you unlock stuff.
Yeah. So I was beating it so that she could have all the levels unlocked.
It's great for both of you, really. You have the itch.
I love the Tony Hawk games. Like, they're very fun to play. More specifically, they're not perfect games by any means, but they're very fun to play games. And like the Tony Hawk Underground games were really, really fun. They're, again, had a lot of issues kind of with those games. Like, you're kind of incentivized to be a jerk, but they're fun. I suppose we technically... I can't remember if I bought the PowerWash OST or not. We technically could listen to the PowerWash OST while we play PowerWash. I don't particularly think that would be a good time. But we could do it. Tony Hawk 3 and 4 are on Game Pass. Wait, did they do a remake of 3 and 4? I thought only 1 and 2 got a remake. Or is this just like they ported 3 and 4? I think the report is interesting. Yeah, three and 4 were pretty fun. Like 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all like they're fun, but I definitely really liked that Underground didn't like it had the more open world style. I think Underground and Underground 2 are just probably my favorite, just because you can just free skate and then you can do like do missions as you want to. 1, 2, 3, and 4 are fun, but I do sometimes get like almost annoyed with them. I'm like, I just want to skate around for a bit. I don't want the 2-minute timer all the time. But I don't want to switch to free play mode because I want what I'm doing to count, dang it. Like... That's also true. 1 and 2 were significantly older looking than 3 and 4. 3 and 4 came out late enough that they were on the next gen of consoles, right? I think 1 and 2 were like PS1, N64, and then 3 and 4 were PS2 and GameCube. You know, and like Xbox. So I guess that also would make it make sense. But I don't know, I think with how they created the assets from the remake of 1 and 2, if they aren't already doing it, but I'm sure they are, remaking 3 and 4 will probably be relatively simple. Because, I mean, the remake for 1 and 2 just feels like they created all the new assets and now everything's ready, good to go. With the skateboard controller, amazing. one of the games that's on sale right now from the summer, the Steam summer sales, is Mop Skater, which I did decide to pick up. Mop Skater. Mop Skater was like a silly, just small little game made by someone who wanted to make a modern, like a kind of silly modern Tony Hawk-like game, but you are cleaning with a mop. So I have zero idea how it'll play out, but I'm hoping it'll be a fun time. Is Tony Hawk Ride? Oh, I see. Yeah, I remember that was like, that was after American Wasteland. I didn't play American Wasteland. But I mean, it was in that era where they were just trying different things, and like other skate games came out that were trying to actually be like realistic skate games and stuff like that. Like, which I never tried any of the realistic skater games either, because they don't look like it, but cats are hopelessly helpless animals. Okay, they apparently are cat prints, I guess.
That must explain why they keep going all over the damn place.
But the realistic skater games never looked interesting to me because I wasn't interested in realism in skating. I was interested in the nonsense of Tony Hawk games. If they didn't look so cute, nature would have killed them off years ago. I don't know, cats are quite the predators.
Yeah.
But they've always been safe here, and as you can see, incredibly well fed. Do we want to get this middle section before we go up, or do we want to get the middle section last?
I want to get.
Okay. Yeah, so do we want to do long bars, or do we want to do short bars?
I
think short bars might be more satisfying to watch, because we'll see it go like...
I think so.
Alright. Are we starting on the same side or separate sides?
How about separate sides and we'll just sort of go?
Alright.
No, across from me.
Well, you said separate sides, so I...
Oh, the same side, but...
Yeah, so you have the same side.
I think this will look really cool.
Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to keep up with you. jump in and clean up the thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fountain thing. Aha. The fountain thing. Pedestal?
There we go.
Alright, shall we continue?
Well, we still have to get this.
Oh, you want to get the whole inside first? Okay.
Why not?
There
Alright.
we go.
Heck is it?
Hello, little piece of curb. Oh,
Ah,
okay.
I guess now we're ready to do stairs.
Alright.
Same split?
So we each go up half of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Battery. What's up, battery? What LOL? What LOL? It says live with battery. So, battery, do you still have the tab open from the shared chat? Because I think that's why. Because I noticed that, like, I very briefly saw that you were streaming when I was coming home from work, and it said that I could rejoin. So I think maybe you still have the tab open. I don't know, like it acted like it did act like I was technically part of your stream, in that like it said I could just rejoin it, like it was already open, but I definitely don't have the tab open because I opened it in a whole separate window. Maybe our streams are just permanently linked. We have soul linked Twitch entirely. Played through the Whiskerwood demo. Yeah, I saw that you were playing that. I watched Buska playing it a little bit. It looks really good. I was at work while you were streaming, so I didn't actually like see it. Didn't watch you play it very much. Battery Stream said streaming together. I assumed he was. Yeah, no, exactly. JR, Battery Stream said that Battery was doing a joint stream, but for me, when I opened, like, my computer was off while Battery was streaming. But when I peeked at it on my phone, it said I could rejoin, which makes me think that the reason it said Battery was streaming together is because Battery still has. For some reason, Battery still has like a tab or something from the joint stream. But like, the annoying thing is if it's like in a tab and not its own window, and you lose it, then as long as that tab still thinks it exists, like if it reloads that tab into memory, then as far as Twitch is concerned, you're still linked streams. But you know, that's not bad. We can be permanently linked. That's okay. Super fun to play. It's nice because your friend makes something and then play it. Yeah, you want to actually say, hey, this is cool. This is, by the way, I'm not just saying this because we're friends. This is actually a good game. Big brain strat is just stream more Pokemon. It's true. That's true. We could stream more Pokemon. Not today. Today's PowerWash today. But different day. It was such a shock when all the cats suddenly took off on me.
Bet I know why.
They'll leave? What, did something happen?
Fish, right?
The fish? What fish?
In the main campaign.
Oh, yeah. Giving them nothing but love and affection and caught. I forgot about the whole fish thing. Super fun and low-key stressful, but, like, we gotta get to progress the story. Yeah. I think it's okay if a game is low-key stressful, as long as it's not high-key stressful. But it also depends on what's causing the stresses. Like, I get very stressed out from, like, permanent decision-making in games. I really, I mean, it's why I never finished Disco Elysium, and I, like, won't go back to it. I really didn't like what I felt like I was getting locked into with choices, and didn't want to play a whole game. I didn't want to play a whole game where I was, like, locked into these choices that I wasn't happy with. Yeah, or time, that's true. Time limits can be stressful. Although, I'm okay with some time limits. I guess it depends. Like, you know, we were talking about Tony Hawk. With Tony Hawk, the 2-minute time limits aren't really that bad. They're not stressful, because, like, I'll just go again. But if it's, like, an hour-long time limit, it's way more stressful, because if you find out, you know, 45 minutes in that you made a misplay early on, and you just, like, wasted an hour, it's more annoying. Way more annoying. Alright, you stand. You're standing here.
Could we do the short lines and meet up in the middle?
You can do that. Oh, you said floor. Right, I almost did everything. Hello, Toronto! If you like it took our combined knowledge, it's true. It's true. I was talking about our Pokemoning at work today. I was kind of talking about it with the coworkers on my lunch break, because they're like, you know, we could catch up. Oh, what'd you do on your days off? And I mentioned, I was like, you ever play Pokemon? And one of my coworkers apparently either he did do Nuzlocke runs years ago, or he is very familiar with Nuzlocke runs to an extent. And but he'd never heard of Soul Link. And as I was describing it, he was like, "Oh no, that's terrible." It's like, yeah, it's great. I was explaining to him how it all, like, spiraled, like how our previous run kind of just all spiraled out, like, down, and he was like, "That's terrifying. Like, it just so scary." Yeah, I did say that it was your first time playing it, and that I had not played it since since it came out. So I hate giant constellation decision tree start Stativan game. Find out that the decision I made seemed unreasonable 10 hours into the game is the reason why I'm having so much more difficulty 200 hours in. Yeah.
What are we missing that is keeping this terrace floor cool?
There's some edge areas I need to get over here. We got some edge, yeah. You had some edge under the door. Alright.
Let's get this wall here.
Alright. Also, hello, Beetlelands. I realized I read your comment, but did not actually, like, say hi. Hi. I'm very excited for when we win Battery. Like, it's gonna feel like such an accomplishment. Just, I already feel so accomplished, and we are, like we're very early game, where we basically have done zero of the actual story. Like,
Let's do these roofs.
roofs? Alright. Are we doing short? Are we doing from over here to up front?
Do it
Alright.
short.
Do it short. I do everything short. I like with these roofs that we can kind of go along with the bars there, so I can kind of do it in a brushing style, but I can still make sure I'm kind of following along with this. Panther, thank you for reminding me to hydrate. Today I have some cherry lime water. I think I mentioned recently. I did get more of. It's so good. I threw it in the freezer for a little bit. While we were making dinner. Just so tasty. I didn't post my dinner pictures. We made... I say we made. Torny did all the work. Torny made some tater tot hot dish for dinner today. Because we are creatures of habit. And we eat the same handfuls of meals all the time. And we make the same things all the time. So... This year is year of tater tot hot dish, because we made it. Well, we technically first made it last year, right? I think.
So.
I don't know. We first made it
because we started
like in
doing
fall.
it because of Colette.
Did it? Cause well, No, we started doing it because, like, a mixture of Colette and, like, hot dish. I think we started doing it because it was something, I think it was while my hand was broken. Because it was something that we could make, like, easily. Well, it was something we could make where you were mostly making it. Because my hand was broken.
Oh, right. Colette went live.
Colette went live? Oh my god, I need to open Colette. I didn't know Colette live. But, you haven't made. Wait. Like, Battery, have you never made a casserole? Like, ever? Because a lot of casseroles are very easy to make. But, yeah, tater tot hot dish is so good. And you have to, Battery, you are living in hot dish land. You are legally obligated to make a hot dish. Which, for clarification, hot dish is just what you basically call a casserole in the U.S. Like, outside of the U.S., a casserole refers to anything you make in a casserole dish, apparently. This is what I learned. But we would not call... Like, if you make a pot roast, in the U.S., you would not call a pot roast a casserole. But in Germany, for example, you would. Per friend of mine that lives in Germany that told me this. It was very confused over how we use the word casserole.
Did you know that tuna salad is because they call meat salad?
Yeah. Well, it's mixtures. A salad is just a mixture.
I
So
not made that connection in my brain.
yeah, a salad. This is a thing that this is also a thing that a lot of people in the U.S. don't realize, and they don't really think about it, because if you just say a salad, in the U.S., then you assume it's a leafy thing. But outside of the U.S., at least largely in Germany, but I'm sure in way more countries, a salad, and not just in Germany either, I guess, because I know this is also true of
a lot of European.
yeah, that one country that Daniel's mom's family is from, Slovenia?
Yes.
Slovenia. So I know it's true there too. But in a lot of places, a salad just means a mixture and is oftentimes a meat mixture. But like, yeah, like Jello salad is just a mixture that involves Jello. Anti-pesto salad, tuna salad, chicken salad. These are just mixtures. If anything, it's kind of weird that we don't call it, like, vegetable salad or something like that. I know I have to have some Minnesota in me. Yeah. Hot dish is Minnesota. So, Battery, hot dish, it's not just Minnesota, but it is largely Minnesota. But it is a specification. Like, there's a whole Wikipedia page about this. Just because hot dish, like, it's the only term that's actually more correct. Like, again, because a casserole, in the U.S., any casserole you're making is probably... it is a hot dish. It's like a square, it's like a square rectangle situation. Like, a hot dish...
Hot dishes are casseroles,
yeah.
But all casseroles are hot dish.
Yeah, all hot dishes are casseroles. But then you run into the whole, like, outside of the U.S., they call more things casseroles. Inside the U.S., you could interchangeably use hot dish and casserole, and no one would question. Like, it would be fine. And inside the U.S., you're not going to hear hot dish, outside of certain regions. But I think we gotta improve. We as people, we need to improve with our terminology, and I think we just need to really get hot dish to be spread, since the rest of the world's over here, like, a pot roast is a casserole. And you know what? They're right. I think their reasoning is better. So, yes, Battery, you gotta make casserole. I've been wanting to make Tuna casserole again. I haven't made a tuna casserole in a few years, and Torny is very hesitant about me making tuna casserole, but that's because I'm not calling it hot dish, so the term casserole, I think, scares her. But I'm gonna make some tuna hot dish, and it's gonna be bomb. Love tuna hot dish.
Not sure about my feelings on hot.
We used to have tuna mac all the time.
It's true.
Like, tuna hot dish is basically tuna mac. It's just, like, baked. Like, it's so good. It's so tasty. I mean, we could do it with, like, chicken, I guess, but I feel like the tuna's important. We used to be the queens of cursed jello and ass salads, yeah. Hey, try. I hope you're doing well. I know I kind of responded to you saying jello earlier, and I didn't actually look at the name of who wrote the thing. But hello, Try. Welcome on. I had a bit of a problem trying to understand antipasta as the opposite of pasta as a kid, and then had this moment with fruit salad etymology. Yeah. I never really thought about, like, I know that antipasta is like a category of things, but I never really considered it the opposite of pasta.
I thought it was antipasto.
No, I think it's antipasta. I don't think it's pasto. We could ask my phone. Okay, Google. What is antipasta?
Antipasto,
Nope,
plural,
it's
antipasti, is a traditional Italian appetizer.
Alright, it's antipasto. I also thought it was antipasta. Pasta. My mind's been blown.
I remember that because it's like, why isn't it pasta?
I thought it was antipasta. My mind's been blown. I've been living a lie my whole life. Gosh. Goodness gracious. Also, hello, Minish. Anyone play Outward? I've never heard of Outward. Oh my gosh, I hope that Colette does a new wheel. Because I feel like we should get PowerWash on the wheel.
I mean, some people, but you still have points.
It's true. You think we could get... Do you think Colette would like PowerWash? She'd play it on controller. Like, but I think I could see Colette getting into PowerWash. Like, PowerWash definitely plays on your desire to, like, compulsively do things. So if you have compulsive do things in you, you're probably going to really enjoy PowerWash. And Colette definitely has compulsive do things energy. I think PowerWash might feel a little worse on controller, but I don't think it would feel significantly worse. And I think that if I had been playing it on controller the whole time, I don't think I would really notice. Like, the slight... Like, doing what I'm doing right now, obviously, is much better on mouse and keyboard, but we could play it on controller and be fine. What if, for controller playing, PowerWash added that smart aiming that's in like shooters? A lot of console shooters have like it moves where you're aiming to be whatever would make sense to be aiming at. What if we implemented that for PowerWash? So like you're just, as you're starting to go towards dirt, it just focuses in on the dirt for you. Can't remember what it is, but I'm looking for something to play after getting all Chivos and Dredge.
What kind of game?
Yeah. Are you in the mood for something, Eagle Eyes? Like, is there... Like I know for myself, I get in moods. Like, I will really want to play something where I'm moving a bunch. Like, I need like a platformer. Or I want something, you know, where I'm doing a lot of, like, just puzzles. Like, I want just thinky... Or I get in moods for, like, kind of murder mystery type things. Although, I guess I guess you could say, like, point and clicks, like... Noir-y. Like, I definitely get in very specific moods for games a lot. I don't know if you have a mood, a game mood you're in. What if the cats weren't here? Where were they? They were at the docks. They were at the dire docks. Oh, I got a bidding. I got one of my biddings. I got some more biddings here in a second. I needed to know who was feeding them, and more importantly, what were they feeding? Are they implying that the cats were getting huge? Spent my nights prowling the streets searching for clues. My days concocting incredible chowders. Please don't feed your cats chowder. Unless it's, I guess, cat-specific chowder. Maybe that's okay. But no luck. I know. No. There we go. What? What's wrong? Are you missing one bit? What?
I see.
What? What?
It's multiple,
Yeah. You're also missing this section over here.
yeah.
Alright, I think all 4 of yours are done. Nice, nice. Alright.
Alright.
God, do I wish there was a parkour out of this. The movement in this game actually feels very good. Alright.
Next.
Well.
We could start at one side and just work over.
Alright. I'll start on the inside here and I'll start on the outside.
Sure.
Etty! Hello, Etty. Hope you're doing as alright as can be expected. Alright, having just finished Arrival for the nth time, and must again remind everyone that they need to see Arrival immediately if they haven't seen. I've never. Alright. Never heard of Arrival.
I believe it has aliens and language.
It has aliens and language. Both aliens and speaking. Amazing. I'll be honest here. I don't really watch movies. I watch very few movies. Almost zero. You could round the amount of movies that I watch yearly to 0, and it would be accurate. I did used to watch movies. I used to watch significantly more movies, but I don't usually have interest in watching a movie. And the problem is, if I go to watch a movie and I don't have interest in watching a movie, I can already tell you I'm not going to enjoy it, because it's the same thing with, like, playing a game you're not in the mood to play. Like, I won't enjoy the activity, so it won't work very well. Which is one of the things that I think makes it hard to go and watch more movies. Like, I'm just very rarely in the mood to watch a movie. Because I think as I have limited time in my days, I'm like, I could do something active or passive. And if I'm doing something passive, then 90% of the time the passive thing is probably going to be to see if I can watch, like, a stream, which I can mildly be active in. See, n is a variable in the wild, and I'm suddenly reminded that Etty knows math. It's true. I have heard that Etty does know math. That maths.
He is a math knower.
He is a math knower. We never want to have impromptu watch party for Arrival. We can. Got it. Maybe I will look up with the, like, the trailer or something. Because maybe I'll be like, you know what? Alright, I'll bite, you know? PowerWash is on sale right now, right? I think it's on the summer sales. I will say, PowerWash has a lot of content that's just part of the base game. Like what we're playing is quote-unquote DLCs, but they're free DLCs. They're just... what they decided to do was, instead of forcing, like, if people who wanted the base game, and instead of forcing you to download every update of the extra levels, because they're like, you know, a lot of download space, they put them all as optional DLCs, so that, like, if you want them, you can. If not, you don't have to have them. But there's a ton of them. There's so many extra levels for free that are all very good. Do you want help with the cleanup in there?
Yes, I cannot get something.
I thought it would be a situation like House Flipper, but then I looked at the DLC. It's so much shorter. I don't know what the situation with House Flippers. I know that people have played House Flipper. I watched a little bit of House Flipper, but it didn't really look interesting to me.
Alright, shall we get the lower and then the upper?
Sure.
Or do you want to get all of it at once?
I'll go lower. I mean, there's all the upper roofs, so we
How
can.
about let's go lower and then we go up that wall thing and
Over
then
there?
we go across the other direction.
Okay.
So that makes sense.
Doing. I mean, I'm lower. You were saying a thing, so I was lower than you.
Okay. So I can do it.
But try, yeah, there is a campaign with a story in this. So, and then the free extra content I was talking about, the post campaign, it does also, each part of it has like mini stories that go on. I don't think the writing for the stories is particularly the strongest suit of PowerWash. It's
But
there.
it's not supposed to be.
Yeah, it's largely like kind of silly and just, you know, in good fun to have this like other thing to augment the game, you know, go with it. Mostly none of the writing's bad. I think there's only one thing, which was a DLC, like a separate DLC, where I was like, I don't understand how the writing in this was like their final product. I won't say which one. But I think it's a paid DLC, so it's not even like the main game. Yeah. Alright, that's all bedinged. That's all bedinged. That's all bedinged. Oh yeah. Everything bedinged over here.
Shall we get up?
Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. You mother, get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Alright, we're up. And we're down with the sickness. Oh my gosh, the cat paws. The cat paws!
They're up here too.
Oh my gosh! A little sleepy spot. That poor cat was just sleeping here when whatever happened happened.
And they hauled ass.
Yeah, they were like, ah, it's so gross. More cat paws. More cat paws. Yeah. Yeah. I love some good environmental storytelling. Alright. Should I go from over here? Or do we want to both work together?
You could go. I'm not sure if I'm able to get everything. Like,
You think we're gonna have to bust out the ladder?
I just think we're gonna need to. Like, aim for below or something. I mean, I guess you can bust out the ladder.
Busted out the ladder. I thought you were gonna say yes, so I'm sorry. They call me Ladder Buster.
We can leave the ladder.
That's true. We don't have to use the ladder. It can think about being a ladder. I'm just using this because it gets that stuff a little better. Oh, wait, I just saw... What did I just see? Oh, the door, this door frame still has something.
Oh.
Oh, you got it.
Okay, so I
Alright.
will get the walkway and you get the roof section.
Alright, hold on. Let me come back up there. Yep. Rip. Nope, I fell. Okay, we'll do ladder struts. No! A ladder, you failed me. Okay, I'm getting the roof, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like just the I can do this walk, that walk.
Yeah. Hold on. I realize now. I forgot to go back and read messages I missed earlier. Let's see here. Just thinking about Subnautica Below Zero, but haven't played since March and feel a bit lost. That's fair. I mean, I think depending on your like where you are in the game, I think you could probably just pick it back up and it would be fine. They're usually pretty good about like catching up on what you need to be doing. Watch party makes it less passive. That's true. If we do watch party, it'd still be interactive. That is what got me to watch a bunch of I was doing, well, Dark Place 2, but I was gonna say, the 90s show, shows, the 80s and 90s shows, watch parties that I used to participate in. Those were very good. Once I finish doing food, I need to go back to assembling a deals list. Ooh. Deals list pretty good. I used to do that for Indie Game Book Club. I went through at one point and made a list of all of the games with from Indie Game Book Club that were like really, like on really good deals for the big sales. Ah, you sprayed me out.
I did not.
You did too.
I did not.
You did. You
I was not even looking at you when you fell.
But you sprayed me off. You're doing it right now.
That was on.
And it was.
That one was on.
And look, so was it. Bear, thank you for reminding me to hydrate. We will be wet in game, and I will drink more of this delicious cherry limeade water. Actually, cherry limeade is a great flavor combination. Shoutouts to whoever first decided to mix cherry and limeade flavors. So I guess if they've all moved on, maybe it's time for me too. Oh no, Felicia's gonna move on. Once the garden is cleaned up, I'll be able to have guests around again. Lots of them! I sure hope everyone likes chowder. Wait, isn't this chowder you made for the cats? Oh no. Please don't feed your guests cat chowder. Or don't feed your cats human chowder. I don't know which chowder this is, but don't mix your chowders. Cats should not be having chowder, because chowder typically has onion in it. And even though it's worse for dogs, still not great for cats, yeah. Yeah, chowder separation, very important, exactly. I think the big surprising one, like obviously there's dairy. Chowder's also dairy. Most cats have an intolerance to dairy. And then chowders are usually made with a decent amount of salt.
Cats shouldn't have too much salt.
Well, so the big thing is if a cat suddenly has way more salt than it's used to in its diet, then it has a pancreatic failure, I think is what it is, if I remember right. Pancreatitis, yeah. So, I mean, like, now granted, for what it's worth, they can also get this from regularly consuming more salt than they're supposed to. But, if they have a, like, huge increase in salt all at once, they just, oop, there goes the kidneys. There they are. Goodbye. Like, it's a very big concern where, like, if cats get into some food that's just very salty, like, it can... That's it. Oh no. Fireworks have started. Hey, Zach didn't care for the one. Zach sometimes gets worked up out of it. The very first year he didn't. Same with Oliver. But then the next year he did. Same with Oliver. I know, because in a week it's 4th of July. We gotta be patriotic, you know. We really gotta talk about how great this country is and how it hasn't just gotten worse and worse and more terrible. I mean, you know, I guess some things, like, you know, there was definitely more issues with the country when it started, I guess. So, like, so technically, you know, some things are better.
But but it is.
But we're
really backsliding.
yeah, we're definitely falling. You know, we're kind of, I feel like, doing a few steps forward, lots of steps backwards approach, especially recently. Gotta celebrate our demise. Right? Maybe that's what it is. They're celebrating the demise. This is anti-patriotic.
They're Russian.
Yes. Political progress, not unidimensional. Very true. I mean, that's definitely a thing that I talk about a lot. In life, just, you know, so many people see things in a very binary sense. I think it's... I have never looked into the psychology for this, but I assume that there's some study that must show that people really struggle with non-binary things. like humans really want good, bad, yes, no. They're very, like, people are just terrible with anything that isn't that. So very bad at it. Even if you admit a spectrum, most people aren't willing to bridge it into a higher dimensional space. Two directions has such a low cognitive load compared to, like, 4 plus the linear. Yeah. Yeah, that's very true. I mean, I struggle with trying to, like, consider things that aren't at least, like, even if things aren't yes, no, I definitely can struggle to mentally think about things that have more dimensions instead of just in between yes, no. So, and I'm trying to actively not struggle with that. So it's like, ugh, brains just do be doing struggles. One of the things I think about is, like, you know, how many people say, well, you know, I just wasn't raised X way or something. I'm like, you know how much I, like, relearn, like, how much I'm learning, like, anyone who tries to work on thinking doesn't just instantly think well. A lot of people gotta unlearn and relearn stuff. That's part of making progress as a human. That's part of it. Yeah, that whole critical thinking thing. That's part of it too. I'm getting the ceiling rafters. There's a lot of nitty gritty in there. I'm gonna switch the things. There's just, like, a lot of little bits that are stuck. And these are the things that sometimes don't load for you, right? Like, I think the people connecting sometimes can't see the little bits.
Yeah, I can see them, like,
Well,
mess.
yeah, I know. I mean, like, sometimes I think that's a thing we've discovered before, though. It's like sometimes there's little bits that the host can see that aren't there for other people. Like it's like the scene bits, like. I didn't mean to move my mouse that low. Okay, let's get off this one. I gotta get the backs of these, but I'm gonna wait until after you've done these sections, so I'm not putting all big old marks in it more than I already have.
Ball.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Can I show my favorite thing to show in this game? Will you stand at this window?
Let me finish this
Okay,
one real quick.
okay. Yeah. Do we think that Battery has one of the tabs open from the stream together still open, but Battery wasn't sure where it is, so it's just gonna keep saying that for some amount of time. It's okay.
Alright.
Okay. Get against the wall. Get against the wall. Also, I gotta show. This is one of. Can you go more center?
Can I be here?
Okay, just wander around the window.
I'll be in front of the window.
Thank you. So this is one of my favorite things about this game. Alright, you can move. The player is literally the default capsule, the default Unity capsule. And the capsule is just made invisible with a skin put there. Which I love so much because being that you are just a capsule makes you do some really funny collision things like this. You might not see it every time, but sometimes when we jump here, we like bounce off of it. Oh gosh, I was doing it a bunch earlier. Oh, kind of did it that time. I'm not like jumping every time for some reason. I don't know why I'm not jumping each time. Weird. Anyway, it's very funny. I find it very funny, I should say. I'm surprised they didn't shape it a little bit more on account of the reasonable expectation that people would just do, you know, what you just did. Yeah. It's so funny to me. Like, it's it's one of those things where like I could maybe see not changing it at first and then realizing like oh, you know what? People can do that. But then I kind of see like technically they could have even done a thing to make it so just water ignores that. Like they could have hidden that. They very easily at this point could have. I just find it very funny that they didn't. Like I feel like that I think that's a mood. It's a vibe. It's setting in. You know, Eddie, you talk about the expectations. That sets an expectation that this is a very silly game. Like, they're okay with humorous nonsense. I know. At least early on, the developers of this game, honestly, did a lot of response to some player feedback stuff too, which was pretty cool. From what I heard, I mean, I didn't play this game early on. I played this game after it had been out for quite some time, because Barney and I watched a GDQ run and really liked the run. We were like, oh, we should play this. But one of the things that was mentioned is originally in the game, two things got added because of feedback. One, you had to click the button, like you had to click the button and you had to like look around like this. They ended up adding toggle, so you don't have to click the button, you can press a toggle if you want. And they added a free look so that when you're doing big detailed spots, you can do this instead of doing this. And both of those things very good. Very, very good. I can't remember. I feel like there was something else that was an interesting thing added from player feedback. And I don't remember if it was like the crosshair or something else. But either way, all of these things existed by the time I played it, and I'm very thankful for that because I don't know. I could have seen bouncing off the game if like a lot of the quality of life features didn't exist, because it wouldn't have been as comfy. Very comfy. Very, very comfy game. That automatically got reblocked. Railing base, you say? There we go. Oh, I thought all of them said they're. Oh, this one says it's not done. My bad.
Yeah, I'm like,
I'd say I thought I just walked by them all and I must have not seen that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Let's bit of terrace. I missed part of this terrace. Hold up. Hold up. That was not my bidding. There we go. Yeah. All right, look at this. Look at this table. What a good table.
You want to get the thing and I'll get the wall?
Do the roof, I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. What a rust spot on this. Oh, snap.
Power window bar.
Staircase railing. Up, up. This one. I don't see anything.
I'm like, screw it. I'm just gonna blast it.
Ah.
Ha!
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That was pretty solid. Pretty solid.
That's a good one. This
Yeah.
was a lot of fun.
I like this map. This map, so this map having really big flat areas, I think really made it work well.
I agree. It's so pretty.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is just lovely.
Yeah, this, I still think possibly Skate Park might be my favorite level. Because it's just so expansive and like the pipes and stuff are big, flattish. But I could see this coming close to second. Like this was pretty
felt
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks really.
It looks good.
nice.
It felt.
Oh, there's a little cat house on top.
Oh, there is a little cat house on top.
Oh, very cute.
All right, shall we watch? Oh. I launched.
Oh.
Let me up to the cat house. Hold on.
Oh.
I got it. I need up to the cat house. Can we launch up to the cat house? No. No, you will let me up on the cat house? Nope. No. No, let me up. Let me up, you cowards. No. Can't get it to give me the extra jump. You can normally get like this extra jump off of it. Oh, whoa, the cat house is like part of a chimney thing.
Oh, maybe those are actually chimneys.
Yeah.
That would make more sense.
I'm gonna call it a cat.
Man.
You know, great question.
Ooh, is that a boat?
There's a boat. Maybe we got here by boat.
Maybe.
All right, shall we watch our? Shall we watch our thing?
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Oh, look at that.
Ooh, that
Let's
was
watch that
good.
again.
Yeah.
Let's watch that again.
Well, okay, watching us do the centerpiece and the stairs. Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
I gotta see that again. I gotta see that again.
Yeah.
Okay. Meow. Yeah, that's very satisfying. Love that. That was very good.
That was.
Time was 1:30.
Well, we can at least see what the next ones
But
are.
I think I want to take a break. I might be down for doing another one because tomorrow's Saturday. So like, I don't want to accidentally be up till midnight. But I think. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
we can see what the next ones are, and if they all look like big jobs, then we can call.
Oh, well, I want to take a break.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to take a break. I'm fine with doing another one. I just want to take a break.
Alright.
All right. You doing all right there, Big Z? You doing okay? You just staring into the void? Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'll be back. I'll be back in a few minutes. Gonna take a break. Gonna run the ads to kill any pre-rolls and whatnot. If you want something to watch while I'm gone, consider watching Colette. She's doing nail stuff. Nail stuff, I say. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. So we've done Muck 1, we've done Muck 2. Now it's time for Muck 3. Alright, do you want to clean the aquarium or do you want to clean the submarine?
Ooh, we could do the submarine first. It'll be smaller.
Yeah, I'm
Or
fine
do
either
you
way.
want to do the big one?
Up to you.
I think.
I will probably only be down for one. So if you
Well,
want to,
yeah, obviously. That's why I'm like, do we want to do the bigger one?
so it,
Or do we
as I'm saying, it's up to you.
smaller
If you
one?
want to do like a smaller one, then we could call after that. If you want to do bigger one, we could do bigger one. I'm fine either way.
Let's do the bigger one. Why not? I'm feeling like doing an aquarium.
All right.
That sounds good.
Y'all ready for this? Sorry. How you doing, wishy-washers? I don't know what you saw on your way over here, but the entire Crab Bay area has been hit by a freak wave, and that obviously includes our Marine Life Conservation Center. Luckily, we were pre-warned by our friends at Caldera University's seismology department that something was happening, so we managed to get an evacuation program going for all the open-air tanks in the aquarium. You'll be pleased to know that none of the animals were harmed. In fact, we're up to whelks and a starfish. Nevertheless, our swell friend made quite an impression, and to be on the safe side, we need to sanitize the place before we introduce the animals and open up again. Thank you, Dr. P. Pizzosia. Okay. You're welcome, Andy. Crab. Oh wow. Let's examine the place.
Yeah.
All
We
right.
could just start at the doors and keep going. 'Cause
God.
it looks like.
Is this like the subway level, where it's like, yeah, like one big tunnel?
Mhm.
Wow. Oh. Oh my. Oh my god.
God.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. We have to clean in the tank too. Oh, damn.
This level's huge.
Yeah.
This is a monster level.
Should we start at the front door then?
Sure.
Frickin'
Oh my god, and it goes into a Minecraft level. I can't wait for the
Alright.
I wish there was platforming interlude levels. You have no idea. You have no idea how much I would love a platform. The movement in this game actually feels pretty good. Anyway, so starting with the doors.
Yep.
No strange thing center like this. It's normally so full of life. In fact, you're one of the only people to see it like this in decades. Over that time, it's had an incredibly checkered past. Math! Hey, Math. Welcome on in, Math and Raiders. I hope you are doing well today. For those coming in that do not know me, I am Dwarf Woot, aka Dwarf, aka Ryan. You can refer to me however you wish. I am doing some PowerWash sim. There's some bonus content levels that were added since we last played. So we are catching up on those in the excitement of PowerWash 2 coming out later this year. Kindergartist, thank you for the follow. Matt, what were you up to? 1 second. Do Hollow Knight. You know, that makes sense. Alright, good luck. Enjoy your VC. Enjoy. Thanks for coming in. You were murdering. Nice. Nice. I hope the murdering went well. I hope it was a fun hunter speedrunner event. We kind of switched sides, but that's okay.
Yeah. Favorite thing.
What? What's your favorite thing?
You just
I'll let you do that a little bit, and then I'll start working on the wall. Or do we want to do the ceiling and floor after the walls?
Oh. Let's do the walls and then the ceiling.
Okay. Just realized that what I thought counted as floor is actually the wall. The wall curves into the floor in this one.
There we go. I was wondering why it wasn't.
Yeah, so like part of the floor is actually the wall, which is very confusing. Deadly! What's up, Deadly? Hope you are doing well this evening. Haley, how's your hand, by the way? I don't remember the last time. The last time there was update. There was. I think the last time there was update, you said you had a follow appointment, but I don't actually know what. I don't remember if there's an update since then.
I bet it's gonna be in the big room.
Yeah, I think that's what they did for one of the other. Remember the subway like bathroom or whatever that one level was? It was like that. It was just in one section of it, which is a little bit of a bummer. I kind of wish they'd do 2 cameras for levels like this, because it would be cool to see like the whole thing. I just blinded myself. I hit the button. I hit the button and just everything turned flashed. I keep doing it. I should stop doing it.
Yeah. Alright.
So did you wanna...
You can get the ceiling and I'll get the floor?
Alright. Boom. Should I finish doing the deals list before I start returning to the assembly line? I guess the question is, do you need a break from lists? Because on one hand, like, obviously, getting thing done, good, because then it's done. On the other hand, at least for myself, I'm very much a swap back and forth person. Like when I was in college, it was very much a do 10 problems and then play something for 10 minutes or something. Like, if I tried to just work on, like, just one thing, that I go mad. And then I stop working on it. So, God, I gotta stop hitting that button. I keep hitting the button because I keep wanting to see the dirt, but like, it's all the dirt. Like, look at this. We hit the button. Nice. Nice.
And then you turn around
And then as we back up, it's just
bang.
flashbang. God, it's amazing. Amazing.
Do we want to start walls first?
Yeah, we could have one of us start at this part of the opening, the other one start at this, and then we could loop around, like, meet up.
Sure. Which side do you want?
I'm indifferent.
Okay.
You start going one way.
Yeah, sorry. I decided I was gonna go this way.
Okay.
And you started, and I was like, okay, I'll go the other way. And then you started. It's like we're doing the hallway dance.
The hallway dance. We'll do the hallway dance. The hallway dance.
Where it's like,
It was
oh,
the
no, you
dance
go-
in the
oh,
hallway.
no,
The
you
hallway
go-
dance was met in a trance. The hallway dance. We'll do the hallway dance. Ooh. 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 Ooh.
Remember when we went to the aquarium?
Yeah.
Fucking no one was there.
Yeah. That was pretty good. That was just a spur of the moment aquarium trip too, wasn't it? I think we were just looking for something to do on our last day in Seattle.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Man, maybe we should do an aquarium day. We'll see. Krabby McCrabface, Silent Ted, Jessica Crabbit, Social Crustaceans, Shell Changers. Very good, very good.
Yeah, our residents are Jessica Crabbit, Krabby McCrabface, and Silent Ted.
Very good. I had a very silly idea for part of over here. Oh, Deadly, that's a big mood. I did go through any of the games that were both under $5 and over 50% off. I did go and purchase. Which, considering my like wish list is well over 100 games, like there was actually a pretty good amount of games that I bought earlier today. Alright. Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know each letter was gonna be a thing. This is great.
I'm high up, so I'm like trying to get through.
Yeah. Let's see. Which I think all the letters are got. The Shaw. Travel on Pigeon. I've heard of it. I know I played that one Pigeon game that was a demo last year. I was really torn on whether or not I wanted to get the game. I think the game came out. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but I was torn on it because there was like some of the gameplay of the demo. I was like, this could be approved. The call of the assembly line is too loud. Alright, thank you for the good luck. Oh, rhythm-based game I would be. Alright. Can't do rhythm-based games. I have no rhythm. And it turns out, in order to play rhythm-based games, you have to have like coordination and rhythm. I don't got that. I got none of it. Rat leg! Hello. Rat, how did the rest of Infinity Kingdom go? So more specifically, I was like getting off of work, I think, when I messaged, and then I turned my phone off for a minute, and then by the time I turned my phone back on, I think you ended stream. Like I must have messaged right when you were wrapping up or something, but I didn't actually get to see anything. All I know is that I clocked out, I opened my phone, saw you were streaming, and I was like, all right, we'll listen to Rat Leg on our drive home, and then like turned my phone off. I think I went and picked up my bag from the break room, went out to my car, turned my phone back on, and it was gone. There's no more Rat Leg. Like, dang. Dang. It was a short one because I wanted to get into night bike ride. Nice. Torny's wanting to try and do some more, not quite night, but dusk bike rides. She did a dusk bike ride, For some reason I'm skipping letters. She did a dusk bike ride a few days ago and really enjoyed it. And wants to do more, but I'm distracting her with power washing today. Actually, I need to take my meds. Speaking of distractions, I need to take my evening meds. Saw so many creatures. Nice. I do have a puzzle programming game that is on sale, but might wait until I'm more healed before getting it. I mean, deadly if it's on a good sale, you can get it. Also, it depends on the game, right? Because there are puzzle programming games that are not like like typing things programming, but then there are other puzzle programming games that are like um, very much uh, typing. This one's heavy typing. Oh, I see, I see. Bunch of chunky little beetles! Love chunky little beetles. Oh, fireflies. That's one thing I do miss about living in Delaware. In Washington, I don't really see fireflies. I don't even know if fireflies live in Washington. They might not. There's a lot of like random bugs that don't live in Washington because of the conditions. But fireflies, like where my dad's house is in Delaware, there's fireflies like every night. Lots of fireflies. Oh yeah, the big bading for the big wall.
Oh, yeah.
And 5 baby raccoons, some ducks, and some cute mice. Oh. Spoods. I don't know what spoods are. You know what spoods are? Oh, are spoods spiders? You know what? You know what? That makes sense. That would make sense. Spiders, yeah. Yeah, okay. Gorgeous had my camera with me and completely failed to capture any good firefly footage. That's okay. Got a great little mouse video. Nice. Nice. Mice. Oh my god, I'm accidentally hitting the floor. I was just trying to get the back of this really quick, and I didn't realize it was accidentally getting the floor. Good morning, Death. Hi. Hello. Very few people refer to me as Death, but you know, it's not the first time. I've had people refer to me as Death before. Good morning. Yeah. Well, I guess I've had people refer to me as the cause of death. So like, I mean that's basically the same thing as death, right? Death's father, maybe. Anyway, how are you doing today, Ender? How's it going? You had any updates from have you talked to your ISP? I know you've been having internet rough times. Which, like, it's you and another person I know, God of Beavers, have both been having just terrible internet. No good. Beavers might finally have internet fixed soon, though. Because the ISP did finally, I guess, acknowledge that there was an issue on their end, and they're trying to identify the issue and fix it, but it could be like one of a few things, so they're testing things. Just garbage or incompetent, you know. I mean, I feel like if you can get through to them, like, if they're acknowledged, like, eventually you'll be able to get something escalated, right? Like, you say, okay, hold on. Now, this is clearly an issue on your side. Yeah. I don't know. I would definitely feel like if there's an issue that you are pretty confident is an ISP side issue, that if they won't respond to things, that you should be able to probably have the call escalated and be like, listen, I need somebody to actually, like, genuinely look into this, like, not just brush it off. Put a put a probably list of games on sale. Put a couple. Yeah, yeah. If anybody sees games on sale that they want to recommend to any other one else, like it doesn't just have to be me. If you think a game is worth recommending, you should feel free to post it. Think it's the best time to get new games, and I do like to like add to games so that when I do occasionally want to play, you know, some random thing, I can scroll through my library and have them. Very nice.
I'm gonna start.
Yeah, again, I know for myself, my big thing is if a game is over 50% off and under $5, I'll try and get it because it's probably gonna be the best time to get it. Like, yeah, it might get cheaper eventually, but when I want to play it, it might not be cheaper. So, and I do want to at some point this year. I wanted to start it earlier in the year, but I haven't felt up to it yet. I really want more like, stuff for it, but I want to eventually start up Indie Game Book Club again. And, you know, so collecting a bunch of cheap little indie games is a nice way to be ready for that. Yeah. I mean, Ender, my only thinking would be that potentially there could be, like, an issue. Like, it's hard to track down a lot of things, but I mean, the issue could be with your modem, could be with the router, could literally be a cable if there's a chance of like rodents anywhere nearby. Something could have chewed a cable. But if it just suddenly comes back, like the thing is like if it's gone for a week and then it comes back after that, then yeah, it's less likely to be hardware failure unless it was a restart. I know for us, we had we have the standard Comcast hybrid modem router, and at one point that was doing this weird thing where it was just like starting to fail after we were doing heavy internet usage for like a day, and then the next day it would just need to be restart over and over again, or we just wouldn't have working internet. So we had to get that replaced. But it was kind of hard to pinpoint that because, like, you know, it's not very obvious. The Obra Dinn soundtrack for this level is very fitting. If you are watching this stream and you have not played Obra Dinn, what the hell are you doing? Go play Obra Dinn. Obra Dinn, 10 out of 10 game. Like, I can't even believe. I can't even believe. Go play Obra Dinn right now. Do it. Do it. I do update my Steam wishlist when I see new games in directs, especially after seeing someone play it. Like, just removed Elden Ring because the gameplay is not for me. Oh yeah, I don't remove very many games from my wishlist. I do remove some games occasionally. I will say Elden Ring is a game that I still haven't played and I haven't watched. And I still think it might end up being the first FromSoft game that I end up playing. Maybe. Because I do think Elden Ring, the little bit of Elden Ring I've seen when it first came out, I thought looked kind of fun. Need more clue likes, yes. I genuinely, really hope that, like, Obra Dinn eventually kind of becomes the base of a genre. There's not... From what I've heard, there's maybe another game that's kind of like Obra Dinn. And then there's... I guess there's some kind of games that have similar elements, but definitely not the same way. But not Night Rain? I don't know what Night Rain actually is. I'm gonna be honest, I thought it was just the next DLC. So I'm deadly saying it's not like just the regular DLC though, so I don't know what it is. I don't know what makes it different, like what makes it different from normal Elden Ring. I think it requires 3 people, right? I think I know that. I think you have to play...
Oh, it's multiplayer.
I think you have to play with 3 people. It's like Fortnite, but Elden Ring? What?
Oh, that sounds
Wait,
terrible.
is it actually like, what's the term? Last Man Standing? I didn't know it was like a PvP thing. That would mean we couldn't play it, I know. I mean, Ender, I would be down. Part of me wants to, like, start a channel on like, my Discord for it. Because there's a few people that I think would be interested in working on, essentially the... Like, you and me are not the first people that I've had the conversation, about, sci-fi Obra Dinn. Minish and I have also talked about it before, like, is a separate thing. And I feel like there's a few people that might be interested in potentially working on it. I think it would be very good. Minish, you would work on sci-fi Obra Dinn, right? Spiritual successor? I think the fun thing with having multiple people, like kind of join the project, too, is it could start out as, like, base ship, and then, you know, people could work on, like, expansion areas that would be, you know, because we talked about expansion things being, like, other little ships or something, like, other self-contained things. I think that it would be really easy, you know, easy quote-unquote, to, like, add to this game. Like, have a contained good game, and then have like expansions to it over time. And again, the idea of like using like a holodeck type thing to have even more. What are you looking for?
This, oh, did I get it?
Wait, hold on.
There's something here that said, yeah, the rock wall frame.
It's the frame.
Oh, which is the orange bit.
Yeah, there we go. Got it.
Okay. I was like, frame. Like, you know, double checking.
Look, that was a square foot of goop that just got handed. Ender, I've ranted about this so much. I would love to be able to configure what the guard. So like, because of how they create these, the safety guard kind of thing makes sense, because there's essentially like a layer you're getting rid of, and that layer can actually overlap with stuff, so it can be impossible to get parts of it. So alright, I get that, you know, 100% would be bad, but the problem is the percentage they set it to is terrible. Like, I think that I want the percentage closer to 100 than it is. The Crab Bay Marine Life Conservation Center was opened in 1904 by local benefactor Phil Anthrop.
Philanthrope.
Ah, I get it. Legend has it that it was inspired by a steelfodadel who found a five-legged crab on the beach and demanded something be done. Yeah, sometimes it just wants a much lower percentage of completion than I think is like fine. Whatever the real reason, Phil's monkey kept the place going for the first 20 or so years. Did he say monkey or money? Did I misread that? I swear it said monkey.
Double check.
Can I?
You can open the message again.
Phil's money. Okay, it was money. I did misread it. Deadly with the treat ritual. I might not do treat ritual tonight. It's already getting late, and they're gonna have dinner in a little bit. I might refund treats. May do a refund treats tonight. Sorry. I'm sorry.
You want to get the ceiling while I get the floor?
Sure.
And then we can do the walls together.
All right. Stupid. Wait, Ender, is tonight is today the beginning of 24-hour stream? Is this the day? Today is the day. Excellent. Excellent. We wish you the greatest success and enjoyment in stream. I'll probably check in, but it's like a work day for me, so I'll sleep, and then I'll be at work. But I will try and swing by as much as I can. But yeah, I hope it goes well. I hope you find fun things to do. I know you've like had plans for various things to do, circle around. Sure, you won't be working for 24 hours. You never know. Yeah. I mean, so I've done a lot of, like, game demo streams and game jam streams. And I mean, those are just changing what you're doing pretty regularly. Like, I think there's nothing wrong with it, just do random other things, you know? Like, if you're feeling bored of something, go do something else. Just make sure to be healthy about stuff. Go take breaks. Get food. Do what you gotta do. Yeah, I enjoy game demo streams a lot. I think it's a good excuse to try a lot of things and pretty good time. Ceiling done.
Back to the start. And which side do you want?
Alright. I'll take right.
Sure.
Okay. Oh, window. Yeesh.
Horses and clownfishes.
Yeah. They just clowning around. Before you get a Torny shaped dirt print on the wall. No, I'm not going over Torny. Good though. I didn't hear this beding, but I don't see it mentioned that it has anything. Maybe it bedinged and I didn't notice.
Maybe if you ding at the same time as someone else.
Maybe. Mermaid, hello. Good morning. Almost have TTS archive function. Nice. Mermaid, thanks for reminding me to hydrate. We are nice and wet in game. And I'm also having a sip of some delicious cherry limeade water. Do other players interact with the stream? Wait, don't power wash the Torny. Yeah, no. So if I do power wash where Torny is, it will not. Here, you know what? I'll demonstrate. We demonstrated it before, but we'll demonstrate it again. All right, don't move. Well, let me go in the setting. Now don't move. There. We have this beautiful capsule-shaped shadow that is made. Working on revenge. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. We're streaming together, yeah. Yeah, we are, we're streaming together.
Oh,
Because I'm
there's the
technically...
gnome.
Gnome in the tank?
Yeah, we didn't see the gnome in the other place.
That's true, I forgot to look for it.
Yeah. Bye.
It's true, power washing people can kill people. A friend of mine, when I was a little younger, he actually has a... basically doesn't hear out of one of his ears, because when he was younger, his brother pranked him by shooting him in the side of the head with a power washer, and it messed up his eardrum. So yeah, it was not.
Hey,
It was.
you would never let your brother.
Yeah, it was not one of the nozzles that would, like, you know, rip through stuff. Like, it didn't rip through his flesh, but it did hit his ear, and he technically still hears out of it, but it's so poor that it might as well be only hearing out of one ear. Move a septic tank in and exploded. I mean, suppose the lore was that it got flooded by a tidal wave. Tidal surge, yeah. It got flooded, basically. Was the lore. Mom and I are fighting about reading a book out of spite to spoil. See.
Man, that's
I gotta say, I don't agree with the approach, but you know, you gotta do you.
And who knows? It might be valid.
I mean, I'm not saying, I guess I'm not saying, I tend to not do things spitefully very often. Not actual, mostly, I don't find it to be a productive thing to do. So, but I mean, that's me. That's my own stuff, you know? I think my own thinking, if someone's upset or doing something, like doing a thing to upset them further in a disagreement, probably not gonna actually result in anything productive for either person. So it's like, you know, I might ignore a person, but I know. But I mean, it also depends, because I mean, if it's someone you're gonna cut ties with, it doesn't really matter. If you're gonna cut ties with them, you know. If you don't plan on cutting ties with a person, then it kind of matters a little bit more. I'm gonna be honest. I'm starting to get sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
Part of me's thinking, with how much is still left, that maybe we should resume this one tomorrow, because we're at a really good point where it's in half.
Sure.
So, like,
I'm down.
yeah, so we could call... Because we can resume them.
Yeah.
I think we resumed a different level before. But, like, right now we've done this big tunnel bit, so now we have the two big open areas.
Mm-hmm.
And this is big enough that this will feel very good to do, like this.
It will feel like
Yeah.
like the size of one of the smaller jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Fishies.
Yeah, I love the little aquariums.
There's just something nice about going to an aquarium in a game.
Yeah. I love how they did the fish too. I'm actually surprised. I feel like they could have easily just done like 2D little fish in tank kind of thing. But like yeah,
his fins actually wiggle.
this
and their
feels almost like a
fins.
Subnautica. You kind of think, wow, you are just
Oh,
you're does it happen to me if I go here? Nothing wrong with me? Yeah.
is it maybe stand where I was? You're real.
Oh, you know what? Hold on, because I didn't change my nozzle.
I have the short extension.
Yeah. How about now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
That
going.
arm is going wild.
Yeah. Amazing.
Jeez, it is just going nuts.
It's true. Alright. Nice. But yeah, I think this is a good, like, this beginning part looking very good. And then, yeah, that other part's gonna feel very good to do.
I dare say that I enjoy going through aquarium tunnels in games more than I do in real life.
I've only been in a few aquarium tunnels because most aquariums I've gone into didn't have them. But I went to this, was it SeaWorld in Florida?
I have no idea. I've never
Whichever
been to this.
one is in Florida. Because I was there temporarily. We were there for a day, and in that day we went there. And it had one of the coolest aquarium tunnels because it was a tunnel through one of the big tanks. So like it was a really long tunnel that actually had, like, you know how airports have the moving floors? It had a moving floor section so that you could use the floor if you didn't want to walk through the tunnel. And it was this kind of S-shaped tunnel that went through this huge, like, large animal tank. Like, it was really, really cool.
I did go to the Australia Zoo when we went. I actually have a shirt from there I wore recently. It's the one with the tiger.
Nice.
And I'm pretty sure that has like an aquarium section. I might be misremembering and mixing up my aquariums. I've been to a fair number. And it had a tunnel that went through like a shark tank or something.
That's
This
cool.
giant tank with, it might not have been a shark tank, but there were sharks.
But same
in
idea. It was a
yeah.
large animal thing.
And
yeah.
it didn't bug me as much as the section that had like a little area that was glass, so there was water under you as well, and that freaked me out.
I could imagine.
Sometimes I have dreams where like a pet store or an aquarium, and it's these big tunnels with the water, and for some reason freaks me the hell out.
Yeah.
Ugh.
All right, so we are going to go over to Colette, who is trying to quickly do some nails. You should follow Ender. Ender is going to be doing a 24-hour stream starting in, like, I don't know, 30 minutes or something like that. So, anyway, yes. Have a wonderful night. Take care.